start a new trend. It's cold. Baseball cap. Oh. Keep the ears warm. Greetings guys, Jay Smith here, down at Bray Golf Range in Suffolk. Now, normally this channel focuses, generally speaking, on, shall we say, review-based stuff from the point of view of equipment, irons and all that lot, because it gives you guys an idea, if you're going to go change equipment, what kind of irons, driver, whatever it be, would potentially suit you. I see this day in, day out, but normally don't put this up, but it was such a good one today that I really wanted to get this one out there so you guys can see, potentially, if you're going in for custom fits for drivers and stuff like that, and you have got issues in your swing, you are potentially looking at the wrong thing first. Now, he came in for a custom fit. He had a G30 driver. It was obviously however many years old. Pop it up there if you want to see how many years old a G30 driver really is. But a G30 driver, generally speaking, is still a decent driver. What he had an issues obviously with the ball going left to right, the old classic thing. And he thought by getting a new club would sort that out. Now, there's a certain thing of, yes, you can go to a more draw bias head that could take some of the curvature out. However, it became apparent very, very quickly that when he was setting up, he was going across this way, face open, striking out high on the heel and heely shots in general. It came apparent very, very quickly that rather than spending 400, 500 or whatever it is pounds on a new driver, that we could make distinct differences to his performance, his driving gains, by working on him rather than working on buying another club. Now, yes, there is still gains that you can make from new modern day equipment, but let's see when it comes to the individual, how much change in swing can make and have a difference on performance against spending lots and lots of money on equipment. Let's go to the FSX machine. I'll just show you exactly what we had data set wise, explain some more, and just see how much gains we got from the individual rather than this. So over the FSX PC, I'm going to start reeling out now the improvements that we made to this gentleman by looking at his swing and changing his swing rather than looking at trying to change driver. Now you're obviously trying to mask something with an improved fit, but in this case and many other cases, just look how much difference that we made in a session of trying to work on the swing rather than just straight away going to a club. But we can obviously still get some more gains in the future, but yeah, let's have a look at this. Got the information on the screen, I'll whack that up here right now. So look at this is his own driver, big long data set so we could see. Right, on average, ball speed was 128.6, launching at 17.1, ball was starting left 7.5 degrees with just over 3,000 spin, then with 631 RPM spin on it, even though there's no technical side spin, it's all back spin on the tilt axis, like a plane. Yep. But it was cutting back. And then descending at 40.2, offline by 6.3. So he was controlling how much to cut it as such. He's been doing this for many, many years. So it's just a case, if anything else, was making sure that he could consistently time that. And if you look at the data set, he's not getting it right all the time. You can see there, I mean, he's got some really, really good shots. And on average, he's pretty good. But you can see there as it scrolls through, he's not hitting target all the time. And he has some shockers as well. But yeah. Average peak height was 31. Again, you can see by the list there that it is varied. But average of carry, 201. 128.6 ball speed and carrying 201. We can do better than that. So let's just go by clubhead speed so we can actually see all the club data. Clubhead speed was 97.2. Efficiency was 1.32 for the old TrackMan people out there, smash factor. He was hitting slightly down, 0.3, swinging basically 7 degrees left and then having a face open to that by just over 3. So there's your cut. There's no different to what you do with a football. You come across it, that idea. There you go, makes a nice little swervy football. Toe was up by 5.4. Again, most drivers toe up, doesn't matter. Loft, 18.9. So he's launching it at, what was it, 17? With a loft of 18.9. I've got a feeling that the reason also helping it cut was the strike. Let's have a look at the strike. Yes, 12 mil heel, 12 mil high. I'll add a little screenshot of captures of all his strikes with this, and I can just sort of show you that the toe of the golf club is actually redundant. There's no point in you having it. You might as well just chop the driver off there and just basically use what he's been using. That is not helping. That is assisting in the cut as well. So, let's look at the 97.2 with his swing speed. So let's go by the new way, the complete change of. We did a small drill first of changing his swing. We had like 4, 5 or 6 shots or so where he got used to the change he was doing. And now after that, we said, right, let's just do a data set. We'll do however many shots to try and get a properly good average, just to sort of show, yeah. Anyway, right, 138.3 ball speed. We've gained basically 10 miles an hour of ball speed, just purely on dynamics of swing. Oh, are they? Or has he swung faster to make that 10 mile an hour gap? We'll have a look. So 138.3 ball speed, 16.7 degrees of launch, 0.9 right, so he's basically started at 1 degree right, 2,200 spin, so his spin has dramatically come down from 3,000 and something, 3,121 to 2,200. So he's basically come down 1,000. And with 198, although not so such thing as spike, 188 revolutions of side spin, it's basically drawing back. His descent angle is 40.2, so from my point of view it is coming down a bit steep. So again, that's where it comes to a custom fit. Let's see if we can change the launch conditions a bit to try and maximize that even more. But we are talking about tweaking now with custom fit, where, as you can see here, when it comes to being offline by 7.1, peaking at 35 but carrying within 1 yard at 240. So we've gone from 200 yards, basically, to 240 yards. 40 yards gain in the air. So let's look at his club data, because people could be saying, but if he's swinging 115 miles an hour, that's the route where this is going. So let's go over to club data. Swinging on average, 98. From 97.2 to 98. So 0.8 of a mile an hour. That's not making 40 yards, like 0.8 of a mile an hour. Efficiency now has gone to 1.41. Now, was it 1.32 beforehand? Yeah, 1.32, and it's now 1.41. So efficiency has gone up. Why has it gone up? Because he's now swinging, angle attack is now 5.2 up. He's now, rather than hitting down or square to it, he's now launching the golf ball up in the air. He's now having his attack angle coming, hitting up at the golf ball. Path is now 0.3 into out, which is basically 0, and then face to path is 0.1 open to that, which is basically 0. So he's now swinging 0, 0. Nail on the hammer, bang, like that. Or the hammer on the nail. Yeah. Lie angle hasn't changed, 5.42 up, and loft to 21.1, so we could potentially get the loft down a little bit. Let's try and get the loft down so we can try and maximise some more distance out of this, but this is purely on dynamics of swing. And now his strike pattern is 7 mil toe, 2 mil high on average. Again, I've got a little screenshot of, you can see there, the fact that he's an average golfer. He's not going to hit the middle or the same spot every single time, but you'll be able to see there will flick the difference between what it looks like now and what it looked like then. Huge differences. To gain 40 yards. I tell you, if we got another screen on there that we can see, that might be a bit easier for you to see. I'll put that on there if that helps. That's that's the head data on there. I do foresight. If you're going to change something, can you change the head display? Because strike, that doesn't represent where it was, so ignore that. Yeah, glitchy software. Amazing in everything else. It's just that one thing they've never got right. Anyway, you can see there, so head speed is basically identical. Dynamic loft is slightly more now, so we can obviously adjust loft down, see if we can get that under control, gain a bit more. Dynamic lie still exactly the same. Face angle's changed completely, path has changed completely, and attack angle has changed completely, which has given you so much more when it comes to, let's look at the obviously ball data side for the comparison. You can see there just how far the turquoise bit has gone over the red bit. There you go. Yeah, that shows everything. One's starting to cut, one's drawing, but look at the dispersion ring. Look at the top right-hand side when it comes to dispersion ring. Just how inaccurate he was with his old way, because of when you're swinging face open to a path coming across and you've got an interesting strike pattern very close to the heel is a very, very, very ineffective place to hit a golf club. And if you're going to do that, you're going to get sporadic distances anyway and sporadic starting points. The toe or the middle to toe is so much more of an effective functional miss hit if you're going to miss it out the toe. But you can dramatically see the difference there. It has been huge. Path, face to path, attack angle and strike, all done in one session, and that is the gains you can get. Now we can get some more gains when it comes to changing clubs. We can go on here and we can have a little look at what we can necessarily spec him for when it comes to a new club, if he really wants one, and get some of this dialed in. Now bear in mind, obviously his club's got a certain amount of adjustment. It doesn't move a lot and it won't move as much in the direction that I want it to get as much out, but we can do even small amounts with his existing club still. But if he wants any more, I mean, you're going to have to look at going potentially to a different club at one point. But hey, 40-yard gain straight away. Can't complain with that. Anyway, so I hope you liked the video. It's a bit of a different one. There's not really much, there's no hitting involved in it. It's just more me basically showing you guys what difference you can make in lessons or lesson with the use of something like GC Quad, so you can measure strike and everything else like that to the absolute nth degree, and just trying to get your swing a lot more functional and a lot straighter. And you can see dispersion patterns alone, how tight a dispersion pattern you're going to gain from a more 0-0 swing than you are from swinging across face angle open and hitting out towards the heel. So hope you liked it. Down there, click if you can, little red button, subscribe, next to it, little bell icon. That'll let you know next time I upload another video. Comment below as well how much gains you've had from lessons against custom fitting. And I might do again, we might do another one later on with the same gentleman's data after he's got custom fit. That might be part 2, you never know. We'll see you again soon.